So we got that demo video yesterday, and I cannot believe, out of all companies, out of all people, SUNSTAR Industries were the ones to bring us the second tallest animatronic in retail. The second most tallest Halloween animatronic in retail comes from SUNSTAR Industries. Now, of course, as you know, it's not the first. We have had one 15-foot prop, and that was the Phantom, the 15-foot Phantom. And that was made by SVI, and it kept falling. I mean, I see it in yards down, collapsed all the time, but it's still great quality and stuff. And, I think SVI kind of pushed their luck with that. They were getting a lot of complaints. You just don't pay attention to the notifications, but they were getting a lot of complaints with that thing. So, I mean, I think they pushed their luck making 15-foot props and just stuck to the 12-foot or 13-foot props like the Jack and all that stuff. So I think 15-foot props might come back from Techie or maybe even SVI, but for now, I think 15-foot props were kind of pushing it until they find new, better, improved prices, quality, and technology. When it comes to SUNSTAR, they're the laziest freaking company on the planet when it comes to doing anything. And that means the materials they're going to use to make a 15-foot SCARECROW is going to be made out of twigs. They're so getting sued for this. Let's just take a look at some pictures. I must say, he does look pretty cool, I guess. I like how the arms are posed like that. I don't know if they're posable or not, but he's probably the worst quality ever. And, the clothes are probably what they use on their clowns and stuff. Just literally the thinnest fabric, see-through fabric here. And I don't know. I'm not hoping for anything with this thing. I don't know if it's going to be in stores anywhere. I sure hope not. But I guess, if I were to guess, maybe even at Big Lots, maybe even Target. That would be possible. Since, as we know, At Home loves their giant props, and they have a giant roof. So, maybe At Home, since actually their leaks are coming out very soon, so we'll get to know very soon. But here's a face. This is not a new face. This is a reused face. They were too lazy to put burlap around it and just expose the damn skull. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Just a giant skeleton cosplaying as a scarecrow for Halloween. It doesn't have to make sense in my opinion. But this one is not making sense just because they're lazy, and that really makes me mad. It could be great. I don't know. They just could have made the size of one of their good scarecrow heads 10 times bigger, but they used a giant crappy reused skull. And the hands are just bad. I think the hands are actually one side mold. It's like a one side molded plastic. They probably are, as you can see there. But yeah, I guess in terms of looks, he looks cheap, which of course he's made at a cheap quality. But I don't know, he looks cheap. But overall, I guess he kind of does look cool. I mean, the head movement, too, is... I wish he did have mouth movement, since SUNSTAR is very capable of mouth movement. But, I mean, the head movement looks very good on him. And, I don't know, head movement looks very good. And the rib cage, again, I know this is supposed to be a skeleton for some reason, but in a scarecrow suit. So I guess a rib cage was kind of pretty necessary here. And I don't know, ribcage adds something, looks good. It's got that rope belt, it's got the pants. Proportions seem to add up, except the hands. But other than that, the proportions seem fine. And, so I guess I'm applauding SUNSTAR on the look of this thing. Let's talk about what the quality is going to be. Now, I can't say anything for sure. All I'm guessing is just basing off SUNSTAR's past. I can't guess I can't confirm anything for sure. I can't confirm if this is metal. I can't confirm if this whole thing is made out of aluminum, if this whole thing is held up by plastic and twigs, which it probably is. I can't promise if it's made out of steel. What I can promise, though, is the price tag. Price tag is $450. Yeah. You don't want to pay that for a SUNSTAR prop. Can you believe we're living in the time period where we're paying $450 for something that came out of SUNSTAR's doors? SUNSTAR's factory. SUNSTAR can't put 2 and 2 together. They can't make a prop if they really, really try. You know what? They could make a prop if they really tried. They're just too lazy. They're too cheap. And speaking of cheap, their prices are usually cheap. But when it comes to this guy, him being like the most tallest prop in the industry or whatever, that all doesn't matter. You could make the tallest freaking animatronic you've ever seen in your life. A 50-foot animatronic using twigs. And it's the tallest, but it wouldn't hold up. It would probably hold up for an hour or two and then collapse. I'd be surprised if this thing held up for a day and then just collapse. Because again, I can't promise the material or anything. What I can promise is the price, and the price is not good. The price is $50 more than the 15-foot Phantom. I know you guys are probably screaming at me right now. It's a cool Scarecrow. It doesn't make sense, but it does look cheap. But it's not cheap. And I don't know. You guys are screaming at me. It has to be good quality. They've made big props before. They've made the 10-foot Reaper. Yes, they've knocked off the 10-foot Reaper. They made that before. And it's literally made out of the same poles of their 5-foot clowns. It's those same exact poles. Same exact poles. They made a 9-foot witch. They came out with a 12-foot werewolf this year, like we saw. I don't know the quality on that thing. But we've got 9-foot and 10-footers from them. And I can promise you the quality on those is the same quality they use on 2-foot animatronics, and yet those things snap. So I swear, SUNSTAR is about to get sued. What I'm hoping right now is that the quality on this thing is amazing. Just, again, of course, it doesn't look quality. Of course, you can see the clothes and stuff. It's even probably got tears in there somewhere. The clothes are just such bad quality, as you can see. It's shining and stuff. It's that same exact material, so I would not be surprised if they used the same exact poles. Just like, I don't know, a few poles for the legs and a few poles for the body, and they throw some crappy plastic piece for the shoulders, which doesn't even look great. And again, what I'm hoping right now is that SUNSTAR has upped their game in terms of quality. I don't think that's going to happen in terms of looks anytime soon. But I just hope if you're making families pay $450 for your shit, you better give us some good quality. And if you do, if there's unboxings and stuff of this guy, and surprise, surprise, he actually does have good quality. He's made out of steel, aluminum, whatever. Just stop using plastic. If He's built like any other 12 or 15 footer out there. This might be a pickup for me. I'm really looking for gigantic props to be a showstopper this year. And I have a lot of ideas for gigantic props, so I'm definitely in the market for gigantic props. And this guy being the biggest in the market right now on retail is definitely a possible pickup for me. And I am very much willing to pay $450 for a 15-footer if it was made by something like SVI or Techie. I just hope if this guy has good quality, I might be the first to buy him and see for all of you guys out there who are wondering. If this guy has good quality, I'm going to applaud SUNSTAR, and I can finally claim they upped their game. I think when this guy first drops, I'm going to be the first one out there to buy him and show you guys what SUNSTAR is about this year. So thanks for watching. As always, Digital Pumpkin Cat, like and subscribe. Can't believe SUNSTAR made a 15-footer. And again, I do really want to purchase this thing to either get a good laugh or to either applaud SUNSTAR. Also, the only thing I adore about this guy is the phrases. The voice sounds generic, but the phrases... Hell is empty. Yeah, that's pretty neat for SUNSTAR.